Are you thinking about moving to Leland, Michigan? Maybe it's to buy a summer home or just looking to live by the Leland, Michigan area. I've been in and around Leland, Michigan pretty much my entire life. I've sold a lot of property here and I just know the ins and outs of this community. So in this video, I want to tell you everything you need to know about Leland, Michigan before moving to the area. Hope you enjoy. Hey, I'm TJ, local real estate agent here in Northern Michigan. And this channel is all about helping you with your move to Northern Michigan. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. And if you're thinking about relocating to anywhere in Northern Michigan, please give me a call. I'd love to help you. Without further ado, let's jump into all things Leland. If you're looking at Leland on a map, it's about a 40-minute drive, sits a little north and a little west of Traverse City, Michigan. It's gonna be about a 25-mile drive, and once you get to Leland, you're gonna notice that it's sandwiched between two bodies of water. To the west is gonna be Lake Michigan, and then to the east is gonna be North Lake Leelanau. So naturally, this is a humongous attraction for those who like water. And there's plenty of water all throughout Northern Michigan. For a fact, it's got the most fresh water in all the world. But Leland is a unique situation because it has this like sandwich position, sort of like the Florida Keys in Florida. Interesting thing about Leland is the actual population throughout the year is under 400 people. But like most of the other areas here in Northern Michigan during the summertime, that population swells to 30, even 100 times the population. In fact, as we talk about things to do, I want to talk about two little parties that commemorate the beginning and the end of summer. So right by the dam at Rick's Cafe below the Cove restaurant, Here Comes the Sun kicks off Memorial Day weekend. There's live music. And then to round out the summer, Labor Day comes around, same Rick's Cafe, bands come back, and everybody says, there goes the sun. It's a great celebration. It's a super vibrant community, and there's just so much to do all summer with all the events that are jam-packed into a few weeks. And if you're staying in Leland proper or looking for a home there, there's really just a ton to do all around Leland. So first of all, you have Lake Leelanau. Lake Leelanau is unique because it spans almost the whole length of Leelanau County. So you can jump in a boat on South Lake Leelanau, North Lake Leelanau. You can drive all the way up into Leland, park your boat, go shopping all day, grab a bite to eat, just explore the town. And then on the Lake Michigan shore side, you have Vans Beach. So there's beaches all around that west side of Leland and Lake Michigan. So if you head down to the Vans Beach, you can walk up and down the coast, look for those Petoskey scones, look for some of that Leland blue that Leland's known for. So there's really a lot to do and just enjoying the water when you're in town. And since we're talking about water, we got to talk about the dam in Leland. The dam is located right at the edge of the beginning of Fishtown, which is what Leland is probably most historically known for. All the little crazy shops, all the little boutiques as far as you're looking for a cool new hat, the damn candy store, funny one there, get the kids some candy. One of the coolest and I guess most celebrated openings that we have every year in Leelanau County, believe it or not, is a sandwich shop. And it's in Leland. And that's called the Cheese Shanty. They make their own pretzel bread every day. You got to get it in the morning or right at lunchtime because the bread runs out before you get there usually. Two other features of Leland that bring a lot of people into town are the golf courses. So you got the Leland Lodge. That is a huge attraction for people. Weddings, meetings, things, events like that. Great bars in there. If you're looking for something a little more prestigious, we do have the Leland Country Club here as well with 18 holes of golf. Fishtown, which naturally there's a lot of fishing that goes around in Leland. So you can grab a charter boat, but you got to check out Carlson's Market. They have their local smoked fish right there. I love their whitefish sausage. They also have all the different pâtés and whitefish dips, shrimp, all the good stuff there. So check that out when you're in town. Another cool thing about Leland is the wineries that are located right within the heart. So there's a few right in Leland, but then there's a few spread out around Leland as well. So Good Harbor, Verterra Winery, which has a great Chardonnay, unoaked. It's my wife's and mine favorite. Also check out Boathouse Vineyards and Chateau Fontaine when you're in town. It's also worth noting that if you're in Leelanau County, there's 28 total wineries. So there's no shortage of wine and there's no shortage of exploring when you're out and about. I've already mentioned the Cheese Shanty, but I also want to call it a few other notable spots to eat. The Cove sits right in Fishtown. One of my favorite things there is they have a smoked chub. So they put that in a Bloody Mary. We call it the Chubby Mary here. The Riverside Inn is a little bit more of an elegant experience. It sits right on the Leland River. Most people do dress up a little bit more there. They have great Father's Day and Mother's Day brunch. And then if you head a little bit north of town, the famous Fisher's Happy Hour Tavern, some of the best chicken you'll ever have. So something else that's really cool about Leland, if you zoom out on the map, you'll see to the west, there's two islands, North Manitou and South Manitou. If camping or exploring the islands is something that you're interested in, there is a boat directly out of Leland, out of the harbor there. You can shoot over to the islands. Some people camp overnight. I even have a buddy that goes over there and deer hunts in the hunting season. If you're thinking about moving your family to the Leland area, let's touch on the school systems that are available. The main school here is Leland Public School, and that is K through 12 all in one building. This is the public school right in the heart of Leland, and pretty much everybody goes there. If you're looking for a couple private school options, there is St. Mary's School, which is in Lake Leelanau, just about a 6-minute drive away. And then there's also Leelanau School that we touched on in our Glen Arbor video. Now, let's talk about the real estate here in Leland, Michigan. Now, there are a lot of different types of homes that you can get here. The primary is going to be waterfront homes, either on Lake Michigan or on Lake Leelanau. You also have some very historic homes, since Fishtown is a historic district. And most of the parcels right in Leland proper are going to be smaller parcels because it's home, right downtown. Overall, the Leland housing market has an average sale price of $1.15 million according to Zillow. So over the last 12 months, there's been 20 homes that have sold. So really, there hasn't been that many that have changed hands over the last year. At any given moment, there might be 10, 12 homes on the market there in Leland proper. And over time, I've sold quite a few of those, but a lot of people like to look close to Leland as well, just a little outside. So just to give you an overview of some nearby options that are popular with people, you have Glen Arbor, just a little to the south, very popular spot. Some people call it the Rodeo Drive of Leelanau County. And here you have more of your higher end restaurants, those boutiques that make for a little higher end lifestyle. Then you have Sutton's Bay, which is over on the east side of Leelanau County. There's more opportunities here. There's a little bit more land. Things are a little bit more spread out. Things are a little bit more laid back. So a little more quaint, but the downtown itself has a lot more to explore just because it's stretched along the coast. So if you didn't find that property in Leland, you can check out the Sutton's Bay area, but you can also look into Lake Leelanau. So Lake Leelanau might have a few opportunities that you didn't see in Sutton's Bay or Leland. Don't get confused. Lake Leelanau is the lake and it's a town. If the lake life is something you're looking for, there's beautiful, absolutely wonderful, in any of these towns we spoke of, between $1 to $3 million, you can find an awesome lakefront property. But please don't let that scare you off. There are many opportunities inland in Leelanau County and other cities that are just a 10-minute drive away in that $400,000 to $700,000 range. So if you're thinking about moving here, give me a call. I'd love to help. There really is a wide opportunity of places to enjoy here in northern Michigan. So please reach out and I'd love to help you and find out what area makes sense for you. It's been absolutely incredible with all the people that have reached out to me asking questions about the channel, about the towns here in northern Michigan. So please don't hesitate to reach out. This is what I love to do. The videos are 10 to 15 minutes long, but really I could go on for hours about all the things here in northern Michigan. And those of you that have reached out to me, you've witnessed that firsthand. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you haven't, please subscribe below and I'll see you in the next video.